ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Thank you for joining us in the study of Srimad Bhagavatam, Gajendra Moksha Pastime. We'll continue with the Pastime, Canto 8, Chapter 3. Today's we'll be seeing from text 28 onwards, I think. 29 onwards, actually. We'll see from 29 onwards. Beautiful prayers, beautiful stuti. Gajendra is offering very heart-melting prayers. Gajendra is offering. Before we go more into listening and glorifying and understanding the prayers of Gajendra, we pray that we ever remain a student of Srimad Bhagavatam. Pray that I always be the first listener of the message of Mahaprabhu. Pray that I study Bhagavatam, practice Krishna consciousness in the mood and the line given by Mahaprabhu as Mahaprabhu desires. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutalinam. Srila Rupa Goswami, he captured the mood, the heart, the vision, the desire of Mahaprabhu. And Guru Parampara is what? Prabhupada, he captured the mood, the heart of Srila Rupa Goswami, which is not different from the mood and heart of Mahaprabhu. And our parampara doesn't start as such like from Srila Prabhupada. Parampara starts like from Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, the Acharyas, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. From there, many Acharyas, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Vamsi Das Babaji Maharaj, stalwart pure devotees, they all captured the mood, the heart of Rupa Goswami. And what Mahaprabhu wanted to give, exactly same Srila Rupa Goswami is giving us. Nothing else, nothing different. Because he captured the mood, the heart of Mahaprabhu. And same is all the Shad Goswamis, same is all Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada. And same is the current Acharya works giving us. Same is Srila Gurudev giving us. And this is actually a sadhakas. Another day we can discuss a bit more sadhakas on a sadhakas rights and privileges. Another day we can try to understand more what are the rights and privileges of a sadhaka, what are the say rights and duties of a sadhaka, the privileges and obligations of a sadhaka. So under the care and shelter of Shri Guru, one should try to study Srimad Bhagavatam, the message of Mahaprabhu. And the sooner one understands the divine gift of Mahaprabhu, the special gift of Mahaprabhu, the better it would be, and it should shake up our consciousness. It should bring a revolution in our consciousness altogether. And like studying Srimad Bhagavatam brings two emotions and simultaneously. One is somewhat desire to study Srimad Bhagavatam, to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam in the assembly of like-minded Vaishnavas. And very grateful. Thank you for everyone for joining us in this study and encouraging us in understanding Srimad Bhagavatam. So, two emotions. One, what? Somewhat desire to study Srimad Bhagavatam. There is no higher joy in life than speaking about Krishna. Hmm? Talking about Krishna, sharing Krishna consciousness with devotees. There's no higher joy than that. And there is no higher joy than listening about Krishna, receiving Krishna, hearing about Krishna from devotees. Krishna himself says, Naham tishtami vaikunte, Narad Muni says, Naham tishtami vaikunte yogino hridayeshu. I do not reside in Vaikuntha, nor do I reside in the hearts of the yogis. Where do I reside? Tatra tishtami narada, yatra gayanti madbhakta, where my devotees congregate and chant my glories. That is where Krishna resides. And Krishna says this in Chatur Shloki of Bhagavad Gita, right? 10.9. Yeah. Machita, Krishna says, na? Bodhayanta parasparam. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Where my devotees congregate, reside, sit down and sing my glories, chant my glories. That is where I am present wholeheartedly. So, somewhat desire to bring about this mood to study Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, to invoke this auspiciousness. Krishna is present. Krishna is here. Krishna is everywhere, everywhere. All time and space, Krishna is all pervading. Vishnu is all pervading. Krishna becomes alive, he becomes active, he becomes excited and agitated. That is Krishna consciousness, to make Krishna excited, to make Krishna agitated. So somewhat desire. And another emotion, what? This should be utter realization of one's complete unqualifiedness. Utter realization of one's lack of knowledge. Now, what does one do if simultaneously one is somewhat haunted? One should be haunted, we pray, to be somewhat haunted by these two emotions. What? That there is some desire to understand Krishna consciousness, some desire to share Krishna consciousness, to preach the glories of Mahaprabhu in the company of devotees, and simultaneously there is no qualification, there is no knowledge. So in that state, we are just left out with this. Actually, we study Chaitanya Charitamrita and see the mood of Mahaprabhu, we'll discover that the sadhaka is left with only one thing, which is to cry. He is left with crying only. Who has attained Krishna? One who has learned the art of crying. Only them. Uh, and Krishna consciousness is the joy of crying. If we understand the joy of crying, one who has cried for Krishna only can attain Krishna. And when we say crying, it is not to sound good or look good, or it is in literal sense. It is in literal physical sense one has to cry his heart out altogether. not just once. Keep on crying, keep on crying. That thing only. So a sadhaka is left with only one thing, which is to cry, cry. So one should experience this, that yes, there's somewhat desire, and simultaneously one should be throughout confirmed, throughout aware, realized of one's nitant ayogyata, utter unqualifiedness. Only then mercy can come about. Mercy is unqualified. Only to one who experiences this unqualifiedness, mercy can come about. And there is no lack of mercy. No, not at all. Mercy is all pervading. What is lacking is having a good Krishna conscious attitude. And actually, we see practicing Krishna consciousness, blessed are those souls who understand Hindi. Who can speak is okay, fine. Yes, speak is also good, but who can at least understand Hindi? Because those blessed souls can listen to Srila Radha Govind Maharaj's nectarian pastimes on Krishna consciousness. Pure, sweet nectarian pastimes. Such simple, sweet nectarian pastimes. And they give us a direct entrance into Srimad Bhagavatam, into Bhagavad culture. And we can see in live the video recording of these eternal pastimes happening, listening it from the divine lotus mouth of Srila Radha Govind Maharaj. Such a Bhagavad personality. So seeking the blessings of Vaishnavas, seeking the blessings of Acharya Srila Prabhupada, Srila Radha Govind Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, assembled Vaishnavas, we continue our study of Srimad Bhagavatam, Gajendra Moksha. Krishna consciousness is about building a mood. It is not about how many shlokas and how many pages have we read. How this one thing, how many, does not work in Krishna consciousness. Not at all. How many japa? it has no scope for existence in Krishna consciousness. How much mood? Yes. Like there's this English saying, very good for helping us to build up our mood in japa. What? It is not the size of the dog that matters in the fight. It is not the size of the dog that matters in the fight. It is the size of the fight that matters. It is the size of the fight in the dog that matters. It is not the amount of rounds, number of rounds of japa that I do or I have done, or for how many years. This how many years can be a dangerous thing. Can be a very dangerous thing. Open someone been practicing for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40. So what? 50 years, does it mean that okay, in 50 years one can capture Krishna? Then we are bounding Krishna by quantification. 50,000 rounds so far. So what? Now utpadayat yati ratimna shramevahi kevalam. Attachment has to be built. A strong desire, a strong anchoring, a strong greed has to be built. Strong attachment has to be built to attain Krishna. There is no lock actually in the spiritual world. There is no lock. The lock is in my consciousness, lock is in my mind, lock is in my attitude. Who can become Krishna conscious? Anyone can become Krishna conscious. When can one become Krishna conscious? Exactly at this moment, one can become fully Krishna conscious. Now, Where can one become Krishna conscious? Wherever he is. Even in a remote place, as remote as Les Mego in South Lanarkshire, on top of a hill, one can become Krishna conscious. So who can become? Anyone can become. Where? Anywhere. When? Even now. Now itself. How? How is the question? How one can become Krishna conscious? So this how is very interesting. How can one become Krishna conscious? Generally, what do we find? Generally, how can one become Krishna conscious? Chant rounds. Chant minimum 16 rounds. Chant extra rounds. If you're struggling with sadhana, generally it is said, what? Chant extra rounds. Wake up early. Do rounds before Mangala Aarti. Helpful, definitely helpful. How can one become Krishna conscious? Read, study, listen. But what the formula beautiful, Srila Sukadeva Goswami giving us in Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavat, this is message of Bhagavat. What? Srila Rupa Sukadeva Goswami tells this in second canto, third chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 11. Personally, I feel uh, text 10 is Akama Sarva Kamava Moksha Kama Udaradi. Akama Sarva Kamava Moksha Kama Udaradi. Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajate Purusha Param. Such a popular shloka, this number 10, 2, 3, 10. So popular amongst devotees. And the translation is beautiful. Akam Sarva Kamava. Without any desire or with desire, akama, without any desires, any motivations, material motivation or even spiritual motivation, or with material or spiritual motivation. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradi. Or someone desiring liberation. Tivrena bhakti yogena. With full intensity, one should perform bhakti yoga. Yajate purusha param. Yajate na worship whom? Param Purush. Uttama Shloka, Lord Shri Vishnu. With intense bhakti. So, and very cherished amongst the community of devotees. Yes, how should bhakti one do? One should do it very intensely and give him the example of Dhruva Maharaj. Look at his intense bhakti. Also Prahlad Maharaj, also Gajendra, intense prayers and everything. How does one bring about that intensity? How can one bring this intensity? Not by chanting extra rounds as such. Extra rounds definitely helpful. And also I wonder, what do we mean by extra round? Can anyone chant extra round? Mahaprabhu's message is Kirtanya Sadahari. Sadahari. So how can we bring in extra? Sometimes I wonder, there's nothing like extra rounds. There's no, it's like saying, doing extra love for Krishna. Can someone love Krishna extra? Loving extra or extra bhakti, extra seva. No, no. So, what is this extra rounds? So, by doing extra rounds, can one become fully Krishna conscious? Question being, how can one become Krishna conscious? By reading and all. But what Sukadeva Goswami says in the next verse is truly amazing. Something every sadhaka should, like Kanthimala we wear. Every sadhaka should wear this. This is the message given in Srimad Bhagavatam, message of Bhagavatam. Etavane vayajatam iha purusha nisheye bhagavati achalo bhavo yad bhagavata sangata. Bhagavati achalo bhavo. What we want to develop is this achal bhav. Achal meaning unflinching, unmoving. Etavan eva yajatam ihe nishreya odaya. This ultimate benefit, how can it arise in our consciousness? What? Bhagavati Achalo Bhavo. This unflinching bhav, unshakable, unmotivated. Now look here, Gajendra is praying. His feet is caught by the crocodile. Gajendra is unable to move, completely shaken up, unable to move anything. And in this helpless, he is offering unflinching prayer, one pointed, one attention. So Bhagavati Achala Bhava. Bhava is rare to develop, tremendously rare. And something if it is very rare, only mercy can bring about. Somewhat of our Purva Janma Sanskar, past life, some good Sukriti and all, fine. Still, we get the association of sadhus and all. But then to develop bhav means special cry. So Bhagavati Achalo Bhavo. Here the Bhagavata Sangata. This is the clue. This is the message. Kindly read translation. Etavaneva yajatam yanishreya odaye Bhagavati Achalo Bhavo Yad Bhagavata Sangata. This intensity. Here worship is worship of Vishnu, worship of Narayan, worship of Krishna, not worship of demigods. And how to bring about this intensity? The clear message is given.
All the different kinds of worshippers of multi-demigods can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction, unflinchingly fixed upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by the association of the pure devotee of the Lord.
And it is very interesting. Wherever we see now, this only coming in the translation. Now, Prabhupada's translation, it need not very much fit in with Sanskrit. If we try to see the Sanskrit, say, and word meanings and all, like this only, we may not find it in the shloka, the word only or coming in. But the Prabhupada's translations, they give us the message, the ultimate message. It is not like he's inserting something or playing with the message. No, not at all. Rather, the message comes about alive. So, another shloka we can check actually, Bhagavad Gita 1855, I believe it should be. Bhaktiyatva ananyaya sakya. Aham evam vido jana. Bhaktiyatva ananyaya sakya. So, Bhagavad Gita 1855. And same message, how can we attain Krishna? Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Yavan yaschasmi tatvata. Tato mam tatvato gyatva. Visate tad anantaram. Beautiful message again. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. So, like we say, only by the association of the pure devotee of the Lord. And the same message in 1855 also, we can see the translation also. Bhagavad Gita 1855. Shishi Khoranita Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. So maybe sure you can read translation 1855. Bhaktyatva Ananyaya Sakya.
One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God.
Now, the only so critical, right? One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by devotional service. No, only by devotional service. Only by loving devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, then the kingdom of God is completely open. Now, if we see Bhaktya Mama Vijanati, Bhaktya, word to word, there is by devotional service. There is nowhere only mentioned in the word to word meanings. And Sanskrit also, we see, although my Hindi is not so good, Sanskrit is nowhere close. But Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. Okay, Abhijanati, one can know Mam and to me. Yavan Yashtasmi Tatvata. There's nowhere only as such there in the Sanskrit, in the word meaning, but in translation, only by devotional service. So Prabhupada is giving us he doesn't want us to mess around and miss around also. He's giving us the thing. And Sukhdev Goswami likewise telling us what? That if we really want the best for ourselves, and if we really want an unflinching bhav, unflinching attachment towards the divine couple, what is the clue? How can one become Krishna conscious? Hmm? Bhagavati achalo bhavo yad bhagavat sangata. Only by association of the pure devotee of the Lord. For a sadhaka, who is the pure devotee? For a sadhaka, his or her Guru Maharaj is the pure devotee. That a sadhaka, it is subjective, and a sadhaka has to personally realize this. Not just in theory, it has to be realized in his consciousness throughout. Not just like spiritual master Srila Gurudev is the pure devotee, rather Srila Gurudev is the best Vaishnava, best, and not a comparison. He is undoubtedly the best Vaishnava, the purest devotee of the Lord. And further, more vision has to be developed. Then the message of Bhagavatam, when can it come about? Instantly. Wherever we are, wherever, doesn't matter, wherever we are, to whom, upon anyone who has got the heart, who has got the attitude. This is the beauty, no? This is spiritual science, spiritual knowledge. Material academic knowledge, okay, comes about, you mug up some things. Even by mugging up, knowledge doesn't as such come about. Even in academics and all. That you, and many times we observe teachers are also not sure, clueless, students are not sure, but what to do? Teachers has got a role to perform, that okay, we educate, we follow the course and all, we have done our bit. Students also, ultimately we need good scores, we need good grades. Knowledge, okay, fine. For the time being, I don't understand concepts, fine, I can live with, as long as I get good grade scores, and then I can find a job and all. Ultimately, what it is, practically I can understand life or job, or what matters is ultimately how much cash am I getting from the job, how much money am I bringing in all. So this how does one receive this knowledge? Only through mercy, by invoking prayers, by invoking loving prayers. So we can take inspiration from Gajendra, how he is calling out, and we don't have to write or manufacture. Definitely no scope for manufacturing anything new. Nor do we need to sit down, be a deep thinker, go in the woods or caves and eat less and come up with some prayers and all. Our thing is glorifying the prayers of Gajendra. When we pray, we attain purity. We open the door of mercy to come through. So the key is this, and this we find this key spread out. The sutra, the formula, Bhagavati Achalo Bhavo Yad Bhagavata Sangata. So this is the science we desire to learn, how to associate with devotees. Human life is very rare. We don't have much time. We can leave our bodies anytime tonight. Why not? Can any one of us guarantee that we'll see tomorrow's rising sun? Anyways, in Scotland, it is a bit difficult for someone to guarantee tomorrow or another day. Or maybe next month one can see glimpse of the Surya Deva bit. But we can leave our bodies anytime. Tonight, tomorrow, day after. We don't know. And we cannot live by this, oh, I'm in a healthy state, I'm a healthy body, everything. Yeah, I can survive easily 20, 30, 40 years or definitely next 5 years nothing happening, no. And why do we miss out? Even if we are sure, yeah, I can survive 10 years, why do we miss out on relishing bhakti? It is only when bhakti is intensified, only then relish will come about. So the clue is Bhagavata Sangata. And the best way, the best song to take is through listening, through good listening, when we can listen. Reading is also listening, but when we listen from a presently present Bhagavad personality, when we listen, then the mood will also come about, everything will come about. Listening is the key. We cannot live without listening. And Bhagavata is such a culture, na? It is again about building a mood. And throughout building a mood. See, love is something spontaneous. Love is natural. Love is original. Love is pure. Love is transcendental. So in order to approach that, some mood has to be there. Definitely a mood has to be there. So it is not how many, but rather how much mood have I developed. A question. Obsession is a rare commodity. Obsession is a very rare emotion. And we pray to have this emotion, obsession. Krishna loves obsession. So the question, us practicing Krishna consciousness, where should be our obsession? What should be our obsession? And apologies, I may not be able to put it grammatically or very clearly in English, but let me attempt. Should my obsession be in sadhana or off sadhana? Should my obsession be in japa or off japa? Should my obsession be in chanting the holy names or off chanting the holy names? Should my obsession be in studying Srimad Bhagavatam or off studying Srimad Bhagavatam? Like, just to help myself understand, in Hindi, if I may say, sadhana ka avesh or sadhana mein avesh. So, I am obsessed of doing japa or I am obsessed in doing japa. I am obsessed of japa, of the holy name of chanting, or I am obsessed in chanting. If there is a difference between these two, obsessed of, or if you think there is a better way to put this question or this thought, then kindly share. Also, if you think that it has been put a bit finely, then what should it be? Obsession of loving Krishna or obsession in loving Krishna? Obsessed of loving Krishna, obsessed in loving Krishna.
As I understand the question, it's like, are you asking like whether we should be obsessed with the practices that we do? So should we become obsessed, like I want to do japa, or should we be doing japa, and in that time while we're doing japa, it's like a means so that we can show how obsessed we are with Krishna?
Yes. Yes. It should not be our obsession. And this is very much possible. Why not? Tremendously possible or easily possible. Na? That my obsession becomes of sadhana. So much in quantification. Well, I wake up 2 a.m. I do my rounds before Mangal Aarti. And when I start allowing entertaining such thoughts in my head, Krishna will say, I don't need an accountant, I need a devotee. I don't need someone who's into bookkeeping and these records and things. No. I need someone who is light-hearted, who is simple-hearted. So we have to free ourselves from all this obsession. These are different forms of self-obsession, stemming from self-obsession. And we have to learn to become Krishna obsessed. This is why we need to take shelter of a sadhu and hear from him. What is the strength of a sadhu? What is the power of a sadhu? This is the question. What is the power of a sadhu? What is the strength, the value of a sadhu? Yeah. The power of a sadhu is his speech. Guru Mukha Padmavakya Chitete Koriya Kya Arna Kori Ho Mone Asha. Arjuna did this, na? Guru Mukha Padmavakya. Krishna comes to Arjuna in different groups. Krishna is playing different role for Arjuna. He's playing the role of a spiritual master. He's playing the role of a father-like personality, mother-like personality, friend-like personality. Spiritual master is complete package. Our parents certainly love us, mother and father, but father's love is like father's love. Father's love generally is not like, okay, yeah, this is father's love, this is mother's love. Our brothers, sisters love us. Okay, this is brotherly love. This is sisterly love. Friends love us. Those who are spouse, husband, wife, I'm sure they love each other, husband, wife, let's say. So this is husband love. This is wife love. Children love. But this is fatherly love. This is motherly love. Fatherly love we don't experience like motherly love or brotherly or sisterly love like that or children, right? But Krishna plays every role for Arjuna. He's like, in Bhagavad Gita, we see fascinating journey, this fascinating dialogue, so much of intricacies. So Krishna is playing the role of father as well, playing the role of mother as well, in places the role of brother, friend, everything, and playing the role of Supreme Personality of Godhead as well. So Guru Mukha Padmavakya, Chitite Koriya Kya. So by holding on to this Vani, this lotus message coming from the lotus mouth of Lord Shri Krishna, this Arjuna he cherished it. He kept it close to his heart. He kept it completely in his heart. Chitet koriya kya? Arna kori ho mone acha. Us sadhakas, na, we are so beaten by so many thoughts, desires, temptations, some of which are material and some of which we say also, I've got this desire to travel Europe. Okay, fine. I kill this desire by traveling temples in Europe. I've got this desire, that desire. But what our acharyas, na, this prayer, Guru Vandana, Arna Koriyo Mane Asha. All the desires of the mind, temptations, the Kintu Parantu, the questionings, should I do it, should I not, should I do it, should I not, everything will get settled, resolved when we listen from Srila Gurudev. Then we'll find everything resolving, everything settling, or will settled very sweetly and very quickly. And it won't be like, okay, I'm missing out or anything. No. So that is the mood we wish to build. That is the desire, the mood we wish to build. So we can never allow that I'm obsessed of practicing Krishna consciousness. Obsessed of this thing, obsessed of how many rounds, how many hours of cooking did I do. And we have to come out of this tendency to bring it. It should not, I wonder, why should it need to come into a sadhaka's lips? If it has come on my lips, if it has come on my mouth, if the words have come out, then half of the glory is gone anyways, I feel. It's like I've brought it out in the open. We'll go into the shloka. Bhakti is something very rare. It is a samput. Prem is rare. It is a samput altogether of jewels. We don't know how much beauty is there in our heart, how much love is there in our heart for Krishna. We don't know. We cannot imagine how much love is there. And it is so rare, it is so valuable, so possessive. We cannot afford to share it with everyone or openly or anything. No, it has to be protected. It has to be Bhakti Lata Beej has to be safeguarded. So, say I did a good number of hours of service, Janmashtami. Next day, Prabhupada Vyas Puja. And even before preparation, in kitchen, cleaning, this, that. And if naked. Some particular words we use, and all. Oh, naked altogether. I was in kitchen standing for 6 hours. Oh, I'm so tired. So, why bring it out? Why? What's the need? I wonder. Yeah. Like they say, charity, one should not disclose how much charity Lakshmi one has given. We should be so charitable that the left hand does not know how much charity has been done from the right hand. How much charity? It should be that secretive, say. What is the need to make it known? Na? Krishna knows, Guru Maharaj knows. Something need not be spoken. So, and this is this obsession of sadhana. I didn't sleep. I just slept for 3 hours. Last 3 days, I've been sleeping only 3 hours, doing this much, that much, all of that. No. Imagine we have come this far that we managed to sleep only 3 hours last 3 days. Now, if we can keep it quiet, wow. If we don't broadcast it, we don't become BBC for some time. I'm sure Mr. BBC will be listening and may want to hire me actually, Mr. BBC. I hope I'm doing a good job for Mr. BBC, good promotion for Mr. BBC. Yeah. What is there to bring it out, not to reveal? Sometimes we see parents, they tell the children a bit of anger maybe, how we raised you with so much of love, care, and so much pain, and sleepless nights we send, and we should be very grateful, tremendously grateful. And sometimes the child may say, so what? It was your duty. What is there to call out? What good grade did you? Every mother does it. You were supposed to do it. So many things sometimes may come out from our mind. Na? Well, who asked you to have me? I didn't say to bring me to this world. Why did you give birth? For your own enjoyment and why? So many such things may come. Now it a bit spoils the mood. It's a bit spoils the fun, the relationship. We see mother-son relationship so pure, so loving sentiment, selflessness is there. A mother or parent should not think on those lines as such. And a child, a son or daughter definitely should not think, should be very grateful to the parents. And we are practicing devotees and our parents may not be practicing devotees, but we should have high regards for them. They may be a bit, say, envious and all those other things, so that's like how we deal and all. But within our heart, we should be grateful that they brought us into this world, educated us, raised us, could have done better, couldn't have done better. Well, that could have will always stay. Could have done better, sort of. But if we cannot be grateful for what we have for now, we can never be grateful enough then. So our obsession should never become of sadhana. Obsession should be in sadhana or sadhana mein avesh, not sadhana ka avesh. So this, we should immerse in the chanting the holy name. So much so that we don't even know how much rounds, how many rounds, how many hours and all. Simultaneously, if I'm thinking how many rounds, then that is not attachment. because that is at the level of mind. Your mind is engaged, your mind is involved, you are in a calculative state. When the mind stops calculation, when the mind stops quantifying and all, that is somewhat we are entering to a mood of attachment. Attachment is one of the biggest platform to get into the rag. Without attachment, nothing has been attained. Nothing. Next life, devotee association and all again. So this in Gajendra, such is the reach of love as well. The nature of love. It becomes a bit repetitive in the sense we may find some of these prayers, oh, he's repeating the same thing, just a bit this way or that way, this way or that way. But he's so enamored. He's so much in love. And in this situation, he's not self-obsessed. He's not thinking. He's not doing calculation. Oh, let me say this will save me. With a view to being saved. No. He's genuinely glorifying, irrespective of being saved or not saved. So let us see text 29. Nayam Veda Swam Atmanam Yachaktya Dhyabhatam Tam Duratyaya Mahatmayam Bhagwantam Itosmi Aham. Offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by whose illusory energy the Jiva, who is part and parcel of God, forgets his real identity because of the bodily concept of life. I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose glories are difficult to understand. One thing we struggle in life is hearing no. We struggle very much. Also, one thing we struggle tremendously is receiving feedback. Very difficult to take into feedback, to receive feedback. Sometimes we may even hesitate asking for a feedback. We may worry, oh, no, I don't know. He may say 10 good things, but if he says one thing which is like a bit, if and all, my mood will be spoiled. I don't see, okay, 10 good things being told, but just one thing which is a bit not good being told, I don't want a feedback. I'll just do and not ask for feedback. So we struggle is one is feedback. But I will leave aside this feedback maybe for now. Another time maybe we can discuss a bit more, try to understand the feedback thing. But one thing we struggle is no. How much we train our mind. We train our mind a lot that, okay, fine. Now, if he says no, if she says no, fine, I have my past experiences and all. I shouldn't get that upset. But I don't know how much can we have. Like same with anger now. Okay, fine. I know how my parents react. I know how my children react or family members, people at work. I won't shout. I won't reply back and all. But when it comes there, every wisdom is one of the roof. Sometimes it happens. So one of the things we struggle is like listening to no. Now, when that strikes, see how big a no it is telling us. We are helpless, Baba, when that strikes. Helpless. Everyone is helpless when that strikes. Every one of us have got so many desires, so many thoughts, willingness, temptations, ideas, all of this. What is that? It's a big no to all of them. Big no. So many unfinished tasks, unfinished business, What will happen to him, her, my money, my such things we don't know. And when death comes facing us, when we face death, that is saying a big no to all of that. How do we handle? How do we digest? Here, Gajendra learned this, that yes, in this 1000 years of battle, I have learned the art of listening to no. So, fine, that you come and take me, but I don't want to miss out on this opportunity of glorifying Krishna. We should never miss out on this opportunity of glorifying Krishna, glorifying Vaishnavas. So, real life begins when we go beyond yes and no. That is the beginning of life. Then Krishna, we can make Krishna interested in us. If we are still stuck very much in yes and no, no way Krishna is interested in us. No way. We might be experiencing some joy, some happiness, some mercy because of our services done in the past, bhakti in the past, even now, and we might be limiting ourselves. But still we are far off. So this no is very difficult to handle. And that puts no in front of everything. Everything. Prabhupada writes in his book Matchless Gift, in a small book, beautiful phrase, expression, sentence he writes. What? Many rich people, rich society, you're the best of everything in everything, all of that. But when that comes, what? From top of this world to out of this world. Very next moment. From top of this world, kicked out, forced to leave, helpless, no one can do anything. From top of the world to out of this world. So Krishna consciousness is what? It definitely, the practice, the science, it teaches us how to see the best in life, how to have the best in life, how to be positive, how to see on the bright side of everything, how to see on the bright side of life. But furthermore, what it teaches us, how to see on the brightest side of death. Not just on the bright side of death, on the brightest side of death. What is on the brightest side of death? The loving embrace of the divine couple. That is there waiting for us. The sweet darshan of the divine couple is waiting for us on the brightest side of that. Their loving smile, their loving union, and our participation in that, our engagement. We can play a role. We can play a role. We can help Yogmaya, assist Vrinda Devi. Sometimes this is for myself. I think I'm the biggest liar. See, how? Biggest liar. See, and when do I lie? Right in the morning, every day morning. One of the first things in the morning, lie. What? This ei nivedan dharo sakhir anugata karo. Seva adhikar diye koro nijadasi. Such a beautiful prayer. What mood? What? Ei nivedan dharo. Only this request. What? Sakhir anugata karo. Hey, Vrinda Devi, your sakhis, the sakhis of Srimati Radharani, sakhis. Put me under their guidance and the fold. Put me under the fold and guidance of Rupa Manjari, Kamala Manjari, Ananga Manjari. Put me under their guidance and shelter of Guru Manjari, Rati Manjari. Seva adhikar diye koro nij das. How to become someone's dasi? By the way, in this prayer, it is not said as Seva adhikar diye koro nij das. No. Dasi bhav. The bhav of a dasi has to become about. So Seva adhikar diye koro nij dasi. This dasi bhav will come about through loving sentiment, loving seva bhav. That. So the whole Tulasi Artina, this prayer, Radha Krishna Seva Bhav, E Avilashi. Is this my Avilash? I wonder. Really? Is this my desire? That Radha Krishna, you have all the glories, you have all the laddus. Is this what I desire? जे तुम्हारा शरण में तारा वंशा पूर्ण हो कृपा कोरी कोरो तारे वृंदावन वासी. Do I desire to be Vrindavan Vasi? But I call this out, I sing this daily. More Vilas, Vilas Kunje Diyovas. Nayane Haribosa. So this whole prayer is the most ambitious prayer. This is the, in this world, bring anything of this world. Worldly people, their ambition and this ambition, no match. No match. People say, oh, Krishna consciousness. Rather, Krishna consciousness is the most ambitious activities, the most ambitious thing, the most ambitious prayer. More ei abhilash, vilas kunje diyovas. Nayane more ei abhilash, vilas kunje diyovas. Nayane heribo sada, yugala ruparashim. Now, I wonder, really? Or am I just reading it from the book? But really, if Vrinda Devi in personification appears, imagine if she appears in personification. Okay, you just called out, you just said you have this desire, what? That you want a residence in Vaikunta, Vilas Kunja Diyovas, no? What kunj, what grove, vilas happening where? No? Where the divine couple are having the loving, amorous pastimes. You want residence there? This is what you said, right? More vilas, vilas kunje diyovas. Nayane heribo sada. So beautiful, na? This heribo is a hankering. When will I see? When? When the day will be mine. Then, so, what will you do there? Oh, nayane heribo sada. And not just now, like, okay, not just sada, always. Yugala Ruparasi, the divine couple. I will see them in the loving pastimes. From the whole, in those kunjas, foliage is it called or something? From the whole in those kunjas and all. So, if Vrinda Devi personification appears and tells me, okay, come, let's go then. Am I ready? Am I willing? Am I prepared? Now Gajendra is what is preparing himself. He is getting ready. He is preparing himself. He is getting ready. He knows. So he is praying. He is praying for transcendence. He is praying for darshan of Vishnu, darshan of Narayan. So we have to truly understand the teachings of Mahaprabhu. We have to pray fervently. Shri Shikharanta Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. Okay, any thoughts, questions, comments, or any clarifications? Sukdev Goswami continued. When the king of the elephants was describing the supreme authority without mentioning any particular person. This is very interesting. When the king of the elephants, Gajendra, the king of the elephants, no? Gaj is elephant, Indra being the king, so king of the elephants, was describing the supreme authority without mentioning any particular person. He did not invoke the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and Chandra. Thus, none of them approached him. Hmm. However, because Lord Hari is the super soul Purushottama, the personality of Godhead, he appeared before Gajendra. Hari Bol. So, in his prayers, we see he did not specifically mention Vishnu, Narayan, no, but he is glorifying all these transcendental glories of Lord Vishnu. He's calling, he's singing, he's praising, he's praying. And devotees know he's not calling me, he's calling Narayan, he's calling Vishnu. Demigods know. And demigods know. So, demigods saying like, no help for Gajendra. Prabhupada writes in this purport also that better call us. If you call us, we can quickly come and rescue you. Narayan, is he available? Is he comes like that and all? No, it takes lots of time. It takes long. It tests a lot. One has to be in the mode of goodness, do sadhana, do austerity and all. You don't have that much of time. Gajendra, call us and we can sort you out. We can help you out. But no, Gajendra, he says, I don't want anything which is limited and temporary. Our love, our greed has to be something on permanent, something on eternal. If one becomes greedy for eternity, that is what we have to become. No settlement in Krishna consciousness. We cannot afford to. So this is why we cannot allow or entertain thoughts in our head that these many hours of services I have done, these many Rath Yatras I have attended, these many programs I have facilitated, these many subscriptions I have on YouTube, these many likes I have on YouTube, comments, these many followers on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and social medias, and these many Bhagavad courses, these many students, these many certificates giving out. Those many is it's a very, it can be a very dangerous thing. And Krishna consciousness has to be taken personally, Baba. In the name of preaching, what am I doing? It might happen na? That Prabhuji, this is all part of preaching. Na? Utility is the principle, Rupa Goswami teaches. So I'm using Facebook for preaching only. I'm using this for preaching only. All of this, and what to do, Prabhuji, in this day and age, you need to do some propaganda. You need to say, have a good profile, have a good followership, and all of that. Can be dangerous. Can be dangerous. Mood is where our focus should be, on building a mood. Nothing else. Bhagavati Achalo Bhavo. If we actually want to have Achal Bhav, unflinching, loving sentiments towards Lord Shri Krishna, then Bhagavata Sangata. Yeah, the Bhagavata Sangata. Then association of the pure devotee of the Lord. That is the only craving we should have. After understanding the awkward condition of Gajendra, who had offered his prayers, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, who lives everywhere, appeared with the demigods who were offering prayers to him. Carrying his disc and other weapons, he appeared there on the bank of his carrier Garuda with great speed according to his desire. Thus he appeared before Gajendra. So here the Lord is appearing before Gajendra. Krishna is more restless than we are. More restless. Lord Vishnu is more restless, appearing on the back of his courier Gajendra Garuda with great speed. That it happens. He's panicking. That oh Garuda, hurry up. Let's not be late. I don't want to be late. He's calling me. He's in a helpless state. The crocodile is taking him. Beautiful Radha Govind Maharaj in his classes says, who has attended the best Mangal Arti? Any guess who has had the best Mangal Arti darshan? Radha Govind Maharaj tells in his classes, Parikshit Maharaj. He had the best Mangal Arti. He was saved in the womb of his mother Uttara by Krishna. He was saved by Krishna in the womb of his mother Uttara. So what Mangal Arti? This is Mangal Darshan, Parikshit Maharaj having. And Radha Govind Maharaj tells in his classes what? That Krishna, he got a bit like restless or anxious that I'm taking the disc, but what if the disc does not work? What if there is some technical failure? At the last moment, what if the disc? So let me take the mace as well. If the disc doesn't work, I will have the mace at least. But what if the mace does not work out? What if the mace does not do the job fully? So let me take the club also. So that is the mood of Krishna. That is the mood. So much in love, like how can I love my devotee? How can I care? How can I reciprocate for my devotee, towards my devotee? And this is what Lord Narayan is feeling or will feel like. How quickly this is emergency, this is crisis. Someone is calling me. How can I be so late? Such mood now. When Bhrigu Muni went to the Vaikuntha planet and how he treated Lord Narayana in the Vaikuntha planet, he kicked him on his chest very hard, very fierce, strongly kicked him on his chest. And Narayan's instant, natural, automatic, spontaneous reaction, what? He took the feet of Bhrigu Muni and he started caressing them, saying, oh, you're such soft feet, and my hard chest, hope it didn't hurt you. What a mood, what a love. That Prabhupada can be offered maybe. So, so the sooner we realize and understand what is Krishna consciousness, what we desire, what are we up to, we have to bypass a lot now. We have to bypass a lot. Like we come in this life with tremendous conditionings, and we cannot afford to have these conditionings and all. How can we bypass? Gurumukha Padmavakya Chitete Koriya Kya Anna Koyo Manyasa. There won't be any unfulfilled desires left in the heart or mind. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati. So look, throughout the message is given Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati. This is the attachment to the lotus feet of the spiritual master is the ultimate perfection, is the perfection of life. The words emanating from the mouth of the spiritual master is fulfills all my desires. So Shri Guru Charanarati Aise Uttamagati. Ye prasade pure sarvasa. So it doesn't befit if I'm becoming a disciple and yet I'm a bit troubled by material desires, temptations, and ulterior thoughts, motives, and all. How can I afford myself to go in that drain, in that lane? And since eternity, what have I been doing? Fulfilling my ulterior motives only, since eternity. Now is the time to wake up to the call of Mahaprabhu. So the sooner the purpose is clear, there will be a charm in the practice of Krishna consciousness. This question may come up, na? What something on the lines generally it is said, na? On balancing material life, spiritual life, balancing student life and Krishna conscious life, working life, Krishna conscious life, balancing relationships and Krishna conscious life. Now, someone may be wondering now, okay, someone might be doing, say, for example, master study, whatever course, say, international course, international politics, whatever. Someone might be studying master study and may have this, okay, how do I balance master study with family, living with family? Family may not be practicing Krishna consciousness. I may not have temple association. Not everyone is fortunate to come to Karuna Bhavan temple. So I may not be living in the temple. So, and not much association, physical association of devotees. So such natural and it is good to come. If some such thoughts come, it is very natural and it is good, appreciated that how can I still progress in bhakti. Guru Maharaj shares this example, he shared once and I loved it and applies everywhere like job or what or balance. What parent or father say has to pick up his child from school. School ends at say 3 p.m. The father has to pick up his child from school at 3 p.m. And now it is say 9 a.m. He has gone to the shop, opened the shop, and he's doing his business dealings, everything. And he knows 3 p.m. I have to be at the school to pick up my son. And he's doing all the business dealings, the work, everything, taking some lunch also, lunch time. And he knows I have to 3 p.m. I have to free myself. I have to be ready there. So when comes the time of 3 p.m., he doesn't entertain anything. He drops, he leaves everything. And that is how he molds his day as well. Now he doesn't keep any meeting at 3 p.m. No, because he knows he has to be in the school at 3 p.m. He doesn't have any meeting. He knows he has to be in the school at 3 p.m. He doesn't keep any meeting and or any other such business. So, and before 3 p.m., yeah, he's dealing with customers, he's taking calls, he's doing all whatever is needed. But he never loses sight of 3 p.m. Imagine, does it happen? Oh, I forgot I had to be in the school at 3 p.m. It's already 6 p.m. It's already 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Oh, it just slipped my mind. I just forgot. No. Such thought, although some fathers may act like this, oh, I just forgot. A bit generally speaking, say that no, it doesn't. Through what? Now, see, he could be engaged from 9 a.m., 6 a.m. with everything, but it is there. What? 3 p.m. is the call. I have to be ready before 3. I have to be at the school before 3. And I have to be prepared that I can drop off everything. I'm doing all of this, that is fine. That is like filling the gap, maybe. Fine. 3 p.m. is the thing. Now, as a sadhaka, if I don't keep in time that 3 p.m. commitment, that 3 p.m. meeting, that 3 p.m. vision, that purpose, that destination, and I try to fit in everything. Pakka, waking up early in the morning, always on time in Mangalati or before time, doing japa, everything pakka. But why I'm doing this? What is the purpose? What is the destination? Where is the mood? Where is the prayer? Where is the call? And when the call of Krishna comes, am I ready? The whole practice of Krishna consciousness is to Make oneself ready for the call of Krishna. How ready am I when the call of Krishna comes? Guru Maharaj says two things. What? We have to be fully ready and all time ready. Both. Fully ready and all time ready. And this is the mood of the heart. Like this Tulsi Maharani prayer, Moreya Vilas Vilas Kunjari Okvas. If Tulsi Maharani comes in personification, holds my hand, am I fully ready to go? Or have I got things to look back? A sadhaka, he shouldn't have any things to look back. One good thing in Buddhism, when some Buddhist monks, they leave their monastery and things, in some of the Buddhist tradition, what do? The cup they have got, they will put it down, sort of, and they are reminding themselves, symbolizing or reminding themselves or telling themselves that, okay, here ends my day. I may not be returning home today. I may not be returning monastery today. I may not be seeing the sun, tomorrow's sun. This is how a sadhaka should live. I may not be seeing tomorrow's sun. This. So how ready are we? Are we fully ready? So we may say, yes, I'm fully ready, but I'm not all time ready. I'm fully ready, but like from half 4 to half 8. I'm fully ready. I wonder, like, living in Karuna Bhavana, in devotee community, sometimes we devotees, like we have our own words, devotees' jokes are so wonderful, and devotees can get them. Those who are not yet blessed enough to practice Krishna consciousness, they don't get any clue. And now karmi jokes, they look so filthy, they look so tasteless, not good fun. So sometimes I wonder, living in Karuna Bhavan, we hear this thing, na? Day off. When is your day off? When do you have your day off? Or did you change your day off? I wonder, if I leave my body on day off, how will it be? Oh, Krishna, wait, hang on, it's my day off today. Other days, okay, actively service and all, half to half 8. But what if the call comes on the day off? Am I ready? Am I fully ready? So Krishna consciousness is for me to become fully ready and all time ready. It's not like, okay, I'm ready between half 4 and half 8 and then not ready. Or I'm fully ready, I'm all time ready, Krishna, 24 hours, but I'm half-heartedly ready. No, it doesn't work. So it has to hit me on the face. It literally, that seeing myself on the mirror, really? I want to be a devotee? Really? Do I really want? And this desire will only come about when I take shelter of spiritual master. Only then. Spiritual master has no doubts of the supreme world, of the spiritual world. He has already attained eternity. He is in eternal consciousness, eternal love. So, how to balance life and all? Well, to balance, one has to move forward. If we don't move forward, there is no balance. Balancing is with moving forward only. Sometimes such thoughts may come, that oh, I give up the job. I give up the job, then I will have extra time. If I give up the job, I will have extra time and I can do more sadhana and all. Or this thing. But without moving forward, we cannot strike a good balance. And again, life is not about just balancing or juggling. We are not here for that as such. Until and unless I aim for that 3 p.m. Pick up from the school, I may be balancing very nicely. Oh yes, I've become very good in my sadhana. I've become very regulated, very disciplined. And my study is going good. Bhagavad Gita, I'm studying. Bhagavatam, I'm studying. Prabhupada Lilamrita, I'm studying. I'm doing japa. and I'm able to manage myself nicely remotely. I'm attending classes on Zoom, online, all of this. But the 3 p.m. vision, if it has not yet sunk in my consciousness, then for what purpose? And the day this 3 p.m. vision, this 3 p.m. call, it hits my consciousness, it hits my heart, it strikes me a bit deeply and all, then naturally, automatically, Krishna will give me all the intelligence to handle and to manage, to come up with my day plan. Naturally, then. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti. Anyways, born human, we are intelligent enough. And then practicing Krishna consciousness, what to say? How to manage our day, manage sadhana and all that is there. Sort of. But this 3 p.m. vision has to be at our forefront altogether, that I'm doing all this to make myself fully available. When the call of Krishna's flute came to the gopis, they just left. They just went. They were not saying, okay, I'm feeding my child, I'm looking after my parents, I'm making food, I'm cleaning the room, tidying up, no? Or I'm not well dressed, this, that, no? And throughout, life is what? To be in this preparation for the call, to prepare ourselves for the call. So we may beat about the bush. It might happen, practicing Krishna consciousness, and we are still beating about the bush. And this 3 p.m. call has not been ignited. When can this 3 p.m. vision, this call has to be ignited? Very soon, from the day one, from the beginning. It is not like, okay, first you have to be 2 years or 3 years and you have to do these many courses, then you are ready or you can be. No. From the very beginning, the prayojan, the purpose has to be very strong, very clear. That thing. And just for a sadhu, his power is in purity, in his speech. So when we hear, then there's a beautiful message, again a tremendous beautiful message from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavat message only. 11:26-26. Tremendous message, and one short should give us a huge wake-up call and good inspiration and motivation. What? Tato dusangam utsirjya. Satsu sajjeta buddhiman. Santa evasya chindanti mano vyasangam ukti bhi. What a beautiful message. Tato dusangam utsirjya. Therefore, give up all dusang, all asat association, all bad, faulty, temporary association, worldly material association. Satsu sajjita buddhiman. You know, Shastras have only this expectation from us. Krishna has only this expectation. Be buddhiman, be intelligent, be wise. Satsu sajjita buddhiman. Become wise, become intelligent. Santa evasya chindanti. Now this, certainly, Santa, sadhu, a pure person, certainly, evasya chindanti. He will cut off all excessive attachment. Santa evasya chintanti mano vyasangam uktivi. All excessive attachment, desires, thoughts we are harboring in our mind, in our heart, in our heads, temptations, cravings, actions and all, they will be cut off by the powerful speech of a sadhu. Ukti bhi. And what is the powerful speech of a sadhu? Glorification of Lord Shri Krishna. That is the power of a sadhu. He is in tune with the internal potency of Krishna. He has taken shelter of the Yoga Maya potency of Krishna. And by taking shelter, he is blessed, empowered to preach the glory of Bhagavatam. Bring out that beauty of Bhagavatam, bring out the beauty of the divine couple, and simultaneously bring out the beauty of the soul as well. How beautiful the spirit soul is. We are all part and parcels of Krishna. Also, we have the opportunity to become the associate of Krishna. So this life is a journey to transform ourselves from being part and parcel to associates of Krishna. So someone can read this translation 11:26-26. Tato dusangam utsirje satsu sajeta buddhiman.
An intelligent person should therefore reject all bad association and instead take up the association of saintly devotees, whose words cut off the excessive attachment of one's mind.
If I'm not cutting off the excessive attachment or attachment of the mind, means this only, that I'm not taking good association. Hare Krishna.
Can you please comment a bit more? What exactly does association mean? Does it mean like I don't come into contact with like any non-devotees, or just like, yeah, maybe you can clarify a bit what association means?
Giving up bad associations, nice question, and this is settled in Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Instruction. I don't think so. Any question is there which is not settled in Bhagavad Gita and Nectar of Instruction. Any philosophical question, Nectar of Instruction, everything is settled there for us to attain Radha and Krishna. So question being, what does it mean to avoid, give up bad association? Does it mean going in the woods, going in the caves, going in isolation, going in forest, or locking oneself in Karuna Bhavan altogether, not seeing anyone? No, it is not like that. Association, giving up faulty association, meaning not buying their propaganda. There's a huge gap, tremendous gap in general knowledge of a sadhaka and someone who has not yet found his feet in Krishna consciousness, his resolve in Krishna consciousness. And bad association is that only one who has not as yet found his resolve in Krishna consciousness. And what is the gap in general knowledge? That our knowledge, basic understanding is what? We are not this body, we are spirit soul. We are Krishnas. And for them, they have not yet found there any grounding shelter. So for them, it's all hikori pokori sort of thing, maybe this, that, and it's all like worldly temptations, worldly desires, mundane and all. So we don't buy into those propagandas. Some good teachings and will be there, how to be more dedicated, how to be more truthful, loyal, all of that. So yes, we respect, we appreciate Shri Shri Koranta Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. We respect, we appreciate that, but we don't at all buy or take in the false propaganda that live life merry, who has seen tomorrow, and don't restrict yourself, anything on those lines. So we give up that sort of agenda altogether. It does not mean that we stop living with, like, seeing them. How can we avoid? We go to university, we go to work, family, we go to buying, shoppings, and all those things. But somewhere, some association actually has to be cut off. This family, societal engagements, and all, at one stage has to be cut off. Those who are in Grasta Ashram, some obligation is there, okay, to some extent and all, but even that has to be cut off, very much cut off. Ultimately, 3 p.m. is what we all need to aim. The call of Krishna. We have to prepare ourselves for that. If we don't prepare ourselves from that, that we are doing a big a big disservice to ourselves only. A big disservice to ourselves. So, not buying in their propaganda, not taking in their ideologies, their beliefs, their statements and all. At some point we may have to associate with them, fine, we give in the Krishna consciousness to them, or otherwise we just mutually associate, do the duty needful, and we move on, we leave in, we don't get stuck anything in there. And our call always has to be, our focus always has to be on that 3 p.m. call, preparing ourselves for that. This doing master's degree, PhD or anything, this is for just for a sadhaka job. Everything for a sadhaka should be just like fill in the gap. Okay. Something to show the world as a face. Okay, yes. Just at the level of duty, somewhat. Just to keep the body and soul together. Something on those lines. Nothing more. Nothing more. And heart should be in full yearning for the darshan of the divine couple. This has to come about. Na more vilas kunje diyogas. Everything is there. The Vilas Kunj is there. Radha Krishna are there. The Nitya Leela is there. Everything is there. I just need to build this desire. If I have the desire, I can attain Krishna in this life itself. Who is stopping? No one is stopping. It's just I don't desire. So that desire has to come about. Now association, them mundane asatsang, temporary association, they won't give us this desire. They don't have this desire, rather they will block that desire. So that is that avoiding giving up that sort of association which blocks our desire, which creates a hindrance in our forming our mood. Not physically shunning, and in some places, yeah, physically we have to move on, we have to give up physically as well. Does this somewhat answer your question? So this life is a call, it's a preparation. How can we prepare ourselves? We have heard numerous times we are part and parcels of Krishna, we are part, but this knowing part and parcels of Krishna, it cannot saturate us, it cannot satisfy us. Rather, we should like, hang on, I'm a part and parcel of Krishna, what am I doing? If we take it literally, then what am I doing then? Part and parcel of Krishna, meaning indirectly Krishna is saying you are my associate. Become my associate. Become my parshad. Become one of mine. And Mahaprabhu has made it accessible. Mahaprabhu has made it completely relevant. Mahaprabhu is openly giving us this opportunity to become an associate of the divine couple. So we never allow ourselves to lose sight of the purpose of practicing Krishna consciousness. Whatever we are doing, job, someone could be thinking that maybe he lives in New York, has a job, works for a company, all of that. But one can never allow to lose sight of this fact or this thing, that to hear for the 3 p.m. call, to be all time ready, fully ready, to pray, to desire, to hanker for this entrance in the divine realm of the divine couple, for an eternal engagement in the loving pastimes, in the loving service. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।